There is a major break in an effort to crack down on one of the most popular yet vicious scams in the nation. Local 12 News troubleshooter Howard Ain shows us how postal inspectors caught up with the accused kingpin of the international operation.
This is one of the most widespread and relentless scams in the country. We're talking about the lottery scams that prey on the elderly. But now an alleged ringleader has been arrested in Jamaica and has been extradited to the U.S. You're watching video of an historic international effort to combat fraud. This plane delivered Damian Barrett, a Jamaican citizen, to the U.S. to face charges for conning people into believing they had won a lottery and needed to send him money to collect their winnings.
That was the first time somebody has been extradited from Jamaica for lottery fraud.
Investigators have been working for years to track down the Jamaica-based ringleaders behind these lottery sweepstakes scams. They got a break in Florida when they arrested a middleman acting as a money mule for a gang in Jamaica.
The phone number that was calling all the victims that were sending him money was also calling him. So now we knew that he was communicating with whoever it was that was calling the victims and being instructed to receive money.
At that point, inspectors were able to send information to a task force in Jamaica that eventually found Barrett.
They found composition notebooks with information from our victims in it.
The U.S. requested Barrett to be extradited to face charges.
The extradition process, as you can well imagine, is a very long and complicated process. You're asking another country to turn over their own citizens to a foreign nation for prosecution.
Authorities estimate Barrett may have defrauded 10 people out of more than $100,000.
We absolutely intend to go after everybody in the United States and Jamaica and anywhere else who are committing these crimes against our vulnerable elderly population.
Postal inspectors say they are dealing with thousands of lottery fraud cases simultaneously. The crime often targets lonely elderly victims, and the con artists are ruthless.
Once they get them talking on the phone, they develop that level of trust from the victim, and the victims, of course, are vulnerable. And then they will, once they have the hook in them, they get them to send money.
Experts say family, friends, and neighbors should be on the lookout for any signs that point to a senior citizen being lured into a lottery scam.
It is hard to get these victims to accept that this isn't true. And it's not because they're greedy or because they're mentally challenged or because they don't understand. It's because these callers, these scammers have a grip on them. And if there's no one else to offset that in these victims' lives, then it's difficult to break that grip.
Damian Barrett was sentenced to 48 months in prison and ordered to pay $95,000 restitution. Barrett is a citizen of Jamaica and will be deported at the conclusion of his imprisonment. Howard Ain, Local 12 troubleshooter.